Today we're going to bring the EnGenius Fit wireless access point. This is a Wi-Fi 6, all right, just to let you know. It's dual band, meaning if you have old appliances, old connections that use 2.4, you'll be able to connect here. So it's 2.4 and 5 hertz, all right? Now, this is going to expand your existing range if you have an older technology. This actually is going to expand my connectivity because I actually have one of these in the garage. It's an older version, so it's time to change it. Now, I like to have the dual band because I do have old applications, old systems that run off of that. So we're going to test this out. And also I'm going to talk a little bit how to mount this. Now, they give you two mounts here. They give you the actual screws too also. On the back of it, there's going to be a couple things you're going to require. This is a PoE. It's power over Ethernet. This access point has two ways of connecting. So one is through PoE, power over Ethernet, and the other one you actually could use a 12 volts connection. And I'm going to show you here in the back. PoE, meaning your category 5, 6E will connect to here, your connection. Now, this one right here is for 12 volts. If you don't have that powered over Ethernet, then you would have to rely on the 12 volt connection. Now, that's not included in the package here. That's an additional thing you have to buy. Like I said, if your switch could accommodate the connection power over Ethernet, they should be okay. So on here, you're going to see the actual connection here. There's also a reset button right in here, and that's really hidden in there. Now, to slide this in, this is going to be through the top, all right? It slips in here. Once it locks in here, you can always unlock it and open it up and so forth, right? Now, the connection that you have has to be connected through here, and then you will be able to find it through your network. Now, there's an application you do need to download, and then we're going to set up the application. It's called EnGenius Fit app, and I'm going to show you step by step what you can do with it, how to control this. Now, you could actually control this through the browser or through the app. So let's take a look at it and see how it works. All right, if you're not familiar with the app, they have it for actual Droid and Apple. So there's two places you could actually download the application, a quick start guide, and then the mobile apps. I was able to log into the actual device through the browser too. Now, just be aware, I'm gonna block a couple of things out here so you won't see some of my connectivity. Now, to log into the actual browser, you have to find your IP. You can find it through actually your system, or if you have a router that actually gives you identifications for every single device, you can find it through there. Now, the default password for the username and password is going to be admin, and the password is going to be admin. So just to be aware, make sure you change this throughout the day because you don't want to get compromised. Here you can actually change the name of the router. You could change it from DHCP to static and give it an IP address. We're going to go ahead and set up the actual network with the actual device, all right? So this is the first time we're doing it. We're going to go ahead and hit next. It's going to look around your network for the device. We're going to say allowed it. So now it's asking us for a barcode. Let's go ahead and get the barcode out and take a picture of it. All right, after successfully creating the account and I used the barcode, went to go scan, we're able to manage the network from here. Now let's take a look at the behaviors of the LED. This is very important. So if you have any kind of connectivity issues, this is what you have to come in here and consult this chart. All right, let's take a look at a couple of things that you should be aware on the device itself, all right? On the device itself, you've got your network settings here. This is your local settings, so just make sure you schedule your stuff. Firmware upgrade when you want to make the firmware every maybe a certain time when nobody's around, because this thing takes quite a while to actually do the updates. Now, when you go back in here and you go back to the drop down again and you get alerts, this will alert you if your network's down or certain things are happening. Admin, username, and admin. This is where you could add different users to come in here and also be either the editor or the publisher, pretty much the same way like other devices give you access to it. Support. This is a great way to get support on the actual devices. You can start conversations here, or you can start creating a ticket remotely through the system. So their support's pretty good on this stuff, especially if they have it on your handheld right away. So if you have an issue that you are not aware of, this is where you actually could get some answers. Now, like I said, all the devices, everything's in here on the dashboard. This is on your handheld. We're going to take a look at the actual browser and see the limitations that you have on the browser too. All right, now if you guys notice, to change the password, you're going to have to go to Wi-Fi, all right? On the Wi-Fi, this is where you actually change the names and the passwords of the actual system, all right? So if you want to make sure that you have the proper authorization. You know, people need to come in because out of the box, it's open. You could log in into it, and you just got to make sure you change this to maybe add your own passwords. You could change this to turning off the 5G or just keeping it at 2.4. This is going to help me out a lot. I used to have a version 5. Now this is 6. It's going to expand my network throughout the whole entire area, leaving no dark areas. So hope you guys enjoy the video.